Giving all praises, honor and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Kwakadash, double honor to the elder apostles and the elders of GMS. Peace, salutations, blessings to Ark and blameless true. Shalom, the hopeful elect. And Lord willing, be edifying lesson through the Spirit. Alright, as you can see, RT News, I'm gonna go into a brief reading. Alright, but what you see is saying the first case of, I don't want to say that because, of course, we try and get this video flagged. But it said, first case of this thing reported in, the land of Israel. Alright, which we know, the head tribe of Esau, which is Amalek, over there in the land, proclaiming to be, the Jews. They call themselves Jewish. Alright, but, we know according to the Bible that they are not the people, that they do lie. Alright, but I'm going to read a little bit just to give a few precepts. And it says, going into it, said, of course, the narrative they're pushing, it saying a young, pregnant, unveed woman in Israel, contracted this hybrid condition, as they're calling it. Alright. It said that she was tested. It come back P on both. They tested her again. But here's the little paragraph that, I found interesting because, through the Spirit, brother's been saying this for a long time. It is what it is. We understand that, an illness does exist, whatever it may be. Alright. But it's all part of Esaus agenda at the end of the day. Alright, he's moving to the NWO, So he added that the patient had mild symptoms and that the influ and the C are actually the same disease because both attack the upper respiratory tract. The woman was discharged from the hospital on Thursday. So, key words right there saying they're actually the same disease. Alright. And at the end of the day, it's all about a narrative. Alright, agenda. 2 Corinthians chapter 2 verse 11 says, at least Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. And what are some of these devils' devices? Alright. The media. Alright, pushing out, their agenda, through the media. Every time you turn on the TV, the news saying the same thing. Alright. And they all the news sources pretty much, your mainstream news, it's bought and paid for by the elites, alright, the banking families. Alright, also, through his entertainment, he pushes a lot of enchantments, witchcraft. But through the Spirit power, Yahweh Yahushua, some of the elder apostles on down, like my brothers who are able to, receive this message, we are not ignorant of Satan's devices. Job 13 verse 4 says, but ye are forgers of lies, ye are all physicians of no value. And at the end of the day, if Yahweh Yahushua wants you to get sick and pass, hey, thy will be done. Alright, Lord take you out, however he see fit. Alright. So, those whom, have faith in Yahweh Yahushua, Hey, we looking to the Lord for our hedge of protection, and we ain't gonna trust in, these devils, these forgers of lies, because everything they come out with, it's just madness. It's lie after lie on top of lie. All right, and at the end of the day, it's to get, they're trying to accomplish a goal, but we know that they ain't gonna achieve what they set out to. Let me start trying to get this precept real quick. I'll get this one. I can't think of the other one right now. Job chapter 20 verse 23 said, when he is about to fill his belly. All right, so when these devils, get their NWO, come out with that karama, when they thinking they about to fill their belly, was it said Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him. And shall rain it upon him while he is eating. And the wrath, going into, the ICBM missiles, returning house shine the chariots, all right, and complete utter destruction throughout the earth, but mainly over here in America, Babylon the Great, which is going to be completely destroyed. All right, America is that lake of fire. Job chapter 14 verse 5, seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. All right, Yahweh Shai, has these devils set up where he can only get so far. All right, says thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. Sirach chapter 12 verse 10, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. And these devils, they pushing, this health BS. Acting like they worrying about everybody's health when we know their track record. All right, these devils are all about taking peace from the earth, killing, stealing, destroying. All right, and they would say their pride has deceived them. All right, even like a brother was going into, one of the elder brothers, from Alabama camp was going into, even the Star Spangled Banner, the national anthem would say, "Oh proudly," they proud, say the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air. That's what these devils is about. All right, fucking just wicked, man. But they're gonna eat of their own doings. All right, and real quick, that word pharmakia, all right, which you can find it, in a few different scriptures. Galatians 5:20, Revelation 9:21, Revelation 18:23, and this is just in the New Testament, probably some, in the Old Testament too, but I just wanted to get this word real quick because it's a Strong's G 5331, and the word is pharmakia. All right, and going into that word, it says the use or the administering of drugs, poisoning, sorcery, magical arts, often found in connection with idolatry and fostered by it. Metaphors is the deceptions and seductions of idolatry. All right, so at the end of the day, these devils is pushing out their enchantments, their sorceries, their witchcraft, you know, in every which way they can. All right, but you know, through their medicine, you know, if you like brothers always going to, you running down to these devils, you know, and taking that serpent juice, man, and not looking good. All right, but you know, we understand that it's leading up to that charama. All right, and this is the Edamon line. That word pharmacy, and it pretty much, you know, say the same thing. It said pharmacia, a medicine that rids the body of excess, humors except blood, also treatment with medicine, theory, treatment with medicine. From Old French, pharmacia, medieval Latin, pharmacia, from Greek, pharmakia. It says a healing or harmful medicine, a healing or poisonous herb. All right, so it's saying a healing on one side or harmful on the other, a healing or poisonous on the other. It says a drug, poisonous potion, magic, dye, raw material for physical or chemical processing. All right, so again, at the end of the day, we are not to trust in these devils in their wickedness, you know, and basically just, you know, stay faithful until Yahweh Shem Yahshua. Alright. Because it would say 2 Corinthians chapter 16 verse 69, I think. You know, those, roughly paraphrase, those that could sit unto them, they're going to be had in derision. Alright. But those who stand firm for Yahweh Shem Yahshua, alright, if we be a part of that elect, hey, the Lord going to deliver us from the set perils and whatever means necessary. You know, this, we understand. Let's say it's my servant shall eat. You know, and we understand standard gonna be lifted. All right. Jeremiah chapter 17 verse 5 says, "Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, cursed be the man that trusteth in man." So again, you know, if you trust in these devils and partaking in their witchcraft, all right, then you're going to be cursed. All right, so and make it flesh his arm and whose heart departed from the Lord. Because this world, the earth is getting to the hand of the wicked, referring to Job 9:24. All right, the world and the ways of the world is wickedness. All right, America, Babylon the Great, has, you know, caused all these other nations to drink of that wine, you know, partaking the ways, you know, which leadeth to death. Like I say, Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 5, I think it is, you know, when it's talking about, you know, Esau is as death, you know, and cannot be satisfied. Let's get that real quick. Yeah, Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 5 says, "Yeah, also because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home." All right, these devils, they don't keep at home. They got their military in every other country. You know, they try to steal everybody's oil, you know, resources. All right, push their democracy, you know, upon, you know, throughout the earth. All right, so who enlarges his desire as hell and is as death and cannot be satisfied. So, but he gathereth unto him all nations and heapeth unto him all people. All right. But these devils, they lacking, you know, you know, that spiritual, they lacking the spirit. They that natural man, you know, they can't receive the things of the spirit. That's why these devils, you know, partaking the wicked activities they do. All right, and they push it throughout the earth. All right, and basically they trying to, you know, keep Israel, you know, in that iniquity state. You know, keep them in that docile state like sheep. You know, keep them dumbed down, keep them in sin. All right, they think they could do that. Then Yahweh Shem Yahshua ain't gonna ever return. You know, they trying to upset prophecy at the end of the day. But you know what it says, Scripture said, the elect they ain't gonna deceive the elect. You know, through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, you know, the elect not gonna be deceived. All right, and hey, Esau gonna have his way with the 2/3. But that's why, you know, very, very important. You know, we trust wholeheartedly in Yahweh Shem Yahshua, as it says in Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 7. Blessed is the man that trusteth in Yahweh, and whose hope the Lord is. All right, and that's what it's going to amount to. You know, I see the brother got ate the water out. Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakatah. Brother in his likeness, Yahshua Allah, and Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakatah, to all the sincere argue. Let's see, brother, John 10:10. The thief cometh not, but for to steal, and to kill, and to destroy. And Yahshua said, I come that they might have life, and they might have it more abundantly. All right, and what the precept would say, you know, if, you know, roughly paraphrasing, say if they were to continue on, if these devils were to continue on, the Lord would come back. You know, if the days weren't shortened, and it is to continue on under the rulership of Esau Edom, there'd be no flesh to be saved. And that just let you know, just how wicked these devils is. They just totally, you know, contrary into the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, and that leads to death. All right. Yeah, and then you got, like brother put Titus 1:10, you know, for there are many unruly and vain talkers and deceivers, especially they of the circumcision. And then you got some of these other, you know, other groups or whatever, you know, condoning, you know, Esau's narrative, you know, saying, you know, hey, you know, go take that, it's all right, you can do that, yada yada. You know, oh man, it said, verse 11, whose mouths must be stopped, who subvert whole houses, teaching things they ought not, for filthy lucre's sake. Hey, and you know, through the Spirit and power of Shashah, it made known to, you know, us brothers, you know, of the hopeful elect, and we see what these devils is up to. The Lord put it in our, you know, in our heart, our mind to see. All right, and you know, these other groups, other camps, whomever is coming, you know, contrary to the doctrine, you know, the elders, GMS, and a lot of my brothers is coming with, you know, hey, we see that, you know, something ain't right with that. You know, the Lord just totally blinding them, or they, you know, they done took the bag, you know. But hey, at the end of the day, it's gonna be made known. All right, when they come start rolling with this the MOTB real heavy, hey, it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna shake some things up, you know. Yeah, same brother in his likeness, Joshua. All of Job 21 verse 29 said, "Have you not asked them that go by the way? And do you not know their tokens?" And what's some of the tokens of the wicked? Like, hey, the things that took place on this earth. Alright? The things they done, you know, just for example, you know, how they come over here to the land that they named America, alright, and slaughtered all the tribes, you know, that were here. Alright? How they, you know, put the tribe of Judah in that slavery. Alright? And even to this day they still had that perpetual hatred, all right, into Israel, all right. Said that the wicked is reserved for the day of judgment, that the wicked is reserved to the day of destruction. They shall be brought forth to the day of wrath. All right, because we know, according to Scripture, that a judgment that is going to go forth throughout the earth. They're going to start at, the Lord's sanctuary, which is Israel first. All right, the 2/3. Hey, the Lord going to bring that heavy judgment. All right, but all these devils, along with these heathen nations, those whom join hand in hand, that are living high and mighty in this society, this world, hey, they're going to be brought down. All right, so I say, come down, set in the dust, so virgin daughter of Babylon, referring to America, that virgin, because it's never been penetrated by another military, in the land of America, and daughter of Babylon, because America's, Rome 2.0, they take on that Babylonian way. All right, that's why it's called Babylon the Great. Yup. Job 18:10, the snare is laid for him in the ground, and the trap for him in the way. And what does it say? I can't think of that precept. Was like he gonna fall in his own. He gonna fall in his own snare, his own trap. All right, man. Yahweh Shah cold. And these devils, they built up these missiles. All these other countries, they got all these missiles. They're gonna be for their own destruction at the end of the day. Yep. Psalm 10:2. The wicked in his pride doeth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. Man. Verse 3, for the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire, and blesseth the covetous, whom the Lord abhorreth. The wicked, through a pride countenance, will not seek after the Most High. The Most High is not in all of his thoughts. And that's why these devils move the way they do, because, they I say, they that natural man, they ain't receiving the spirit. They ain't thinking about, hey, what, if I'm doing this wrong, the Lord gonna jack me up, because the Lord not in their thoughts. All right. Again, verse 4, Psalm 10, verse 4, the wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after the Most High. Most High is not in all his thoughts. And I ate the water off for the precepts. I'll go ahead and end there, But hey, brothers, stay strong. Keep doing what we're doing, Lord willing. And hey, we're going Lord willing, we're gonna endure until the end, see the downfall of our enemy. Alright, but with that I say, call me Yasha'Allah, Bible Ball, DTA soon.